What's good, world? It's your boy Mastermind, man, and this is another weekday drop. Listen, this is the mid-end February 2024 weekday drop. Listen, man, we got a quick show, man, a short show. I posted Ben came in here, you feel me, and did my thing, man, but y'all know, man, we be tied up in a lot of stuff. We got the other podcast shows, Meeting of the Minds. Be sure to check that out. We're rocking over there. We're playing on Twitch every night. You feel me? Master 23 Mind. Be sure to follow me there. You feel me? RGTV, the classic shows. We there. You feel me? And here, Real Gamer on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. The Real Gamer Network, aka Mastermind RGTV for the old heads, all my OG gamers. Listen, man, we got a lot to talk about, but we ain't gonna dive too deep in it. I may come in here and make it like a part 2 or something for February, but listen, before we get into everything we want to kind of congest and break down and talk about and elaborate on, let's talk about this Last of Us 2. Listen, for y'all that don't know, we've been playing Last of Us 2, you know, for the remake, or I should say the remaster for PS5. I jumped into the story mode, but kind of just ignored it and went to this new game mode they got on there, No Return. Listen, this has become one of my favorite go-to games to play, and this mode has become one of my favorite modes of just gaming in general. You feel me? This got some. This really got some. I really wish they would have made it multiplayer. See, this is where they dropped the ball at. I'm gonna put a picture of Last of Us 2 or whatever. Note to self later on, but this is where they dropped the ball at. They should have made it local multiplayer and give us the option to also play online multiplayer. You feel me? Different things of that matter. I really hate that it's not multiplayer. The AI bots on there, it's not so smart. They get on my nerves every now and then. Y'all gonna see me playing, you feel me, on Twitch and on YouTube, like getting a little frustrated about it, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's what we do as gamers. We here to have fun, experience the moments, and go through it regardless if the AI is dumb or not, you know? So we still have a good time. It's just some moments of the game is like very frustrating, and AI plays a very big part of that frustration, you know? That's one of my pet peeves in the game, was AI, no multiplayer. And I think they could do a lot more with the weapon and the customized. Like, if they was to go into depth with it, like Call of Duty Zombies, I think it'll be a better theme to, you know, add on to the game, to make the game even greater than what it is. But other than that, those few things, and it's a couple when you're playing the game mode, it's a couple things when you're playing. It's like, you know, the aiming sometimes. I know my aiming is not just the perfect of all aims, but I'm getting better. But listen, man, some of these is like, bruh, I'm shooting him and he's still not dying. And the special other little modes they got on there, to where it's like the color and stuff is off. I hate that, man. So those are just some of the cons of the game. The pros of it is the fact that, for one, we get to play through multiple characters of this game storyline. You feel me? I really enjoyed that. I appreciate that, because each of these characters have a different play style, and they play different, and they move different. You feel me? And that's really fun to play. So it's like every time you're playing it, you're getting a different experience. On top of that, when you're playing these random modes in these random maps, that's actually a cool thing too. So that gives you another, like, okay, fresh play. Every time you play, you feel like you're picking it up for the first or the second time again. You feel me? And I really haven't felt the repetitive fatigue with this game mode, and that's very good and special, because at times playing some of these different games and different game modes in games, I get the repetitive fatigue a little bit. This game don't quite give me that, and I love it when a game can give you a great experience, good quality of performance, graphics. You're familiar with the worlds, you're familiar with the characters, and just overall enjoyment to it. It's one of them ones, man. It's just a sprinkling of things that they could have done to make it better, and it's not even there. So that's my take on The Last of Us 2. No return mode, one of my favorite game modes out this far. I really take my hats off to Naughty Dog for doing that one. That's been one of my, I actually want to play. That's why I haven't been in here doing podcasts, yo. Just be straight up blood honest with y'all. I supposed to been came in here and did a podcast, man, but my schedule and stuff been a little bit off, and the time I did schedule to come in here and do a show was at night, but I'm here playing Last of Us 2, you feel me? So it's cool, we still got something accomplished, and plus we've been beta testing the PlayStation 5 new update that's getting ready to drop. So we've been beta testing it, and also, going back and forth testing out this VRR also on the Sony television, the VRR settings and different things while we're in this beta software, just to see if what's different and what's not. You feel me? I don't really like to read what's in the package and all. I just like to find out for myself and like, oh, look at this, So we've been going through doing a little software beta tests and stuff with PlayStation 2. So that's been really fun. And on top of playing Last of Us 2, so it's been a really fun time. Speaking of PlayStation, listen, PlayStation, y'all need to holler at your boy. I tagged, I'm gonna try to pull it up here, maybe future note to self, but I tagged PlayStation in a post when they posted about the headphones or whatever. Listen, PlayStation, I'm trying to get my hands on those headphones and those things. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy. I'll be a great tester for them. I give you a great review, and I definitely sell them. Man, those things look cool, man. They got the mic built into it, 3D audio. Y'all know I've been testing out the 3D audio on a lot of these games, and it's really impressive. It's really impressive. Really impressive. I really love it on Forbidden West. You know what I'm saying? So these headphones, I think, look, I'm already selling the damn things, and I don't even have them, but I really do truly think that these headphones, when you put these on, they're going to make you want to go back and re-experience these moments like Forbidden West because of the sound. You have an in-depth of the sound and 3D audio into these games. Yo, that gives you a little bit more immersiveness into the game. So, yo, hats out to PlayStation for this new headset they're about to drop. Well, it's already out now, whatever. I'm just trying to get me a pair so I can come out here and review it for us, the gamers, and talk about it and really, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know every time I game, I broadcast, you feel me? So, hey, let me broadcast with them 3D headsets, and we can get some of everybody loving them things and enjoying these games in 3D audio experience. That's what we need. Moving on to talking about more PlayStation news and Sony news, So, Sony cut a deal with Disney to take over their DVD and Blu-ray business. Now, this, I wanted to, y'all know this is a gaming and a technology hub of information here, so that we go through and discuss these things on the show. I wanted to touch on this because digital is not quite 100% taking over just yet. And I mention this because one of the, I see my thing over here trying to listen to me. One of the things about the one of the anime companies. One of the anime companies, they're going, for example, Best Buy, they're taking up all of the physical media off of the place. Was it Crunchyroll? One of the anime sites is merging or closing down or something, so a lot of the digital content is kind of going away, and this is where people are saying, yo, we need this back, we need a physical copy back. So to see Sony and Disney pivot to a move like this is like, okay, this gives hope to, especially for the Disney fans and Disney audience, this gives hope for the physical copy people out there, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at you. You feel me? And I think I'm thinking now, what's the next level after Blu-ray? You know, for it's like we know we got Ultra 4K, 8K, and all that. So what's next on a disc? Now, we're not talking about streaming and clouds and digital, but for as a disc, what's the next evolution to disc? You know, smaller disc, bigger size, I don't know, you know. So to see them pivot to this, maybe they'll come out with something, because I'm thinking of the Disney library, and like I said, the Disney audience, new Marvel movies and stuff that's getting ready to drop. When Marvel drop this stuff on Blu-ray, Sony is gonna be, you know, the people that probably like the distribution or whatever, you know. But it's a good news and good light for Disney and Sony to still be working on some physical products like that. And you know, so moving on, talking about this is like the big obvious big elephant in the room we gotta discuss. PlayStation 5 Pro coming out later this year. Man, y'all know how I felt about that, but I see what PlayStation is trying to do. It was another story in here. I don't have it on the board. I have it on the digital. Y'all gotta follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Master239. I retweet a lot of this stuff, and I try to come on the show and talk about a lot of the stuff that I retweet and different things that's going on in the gaming community, to kind of extend the conversation here, you feel me? And one of the things I wanted to touch on, I don't have it on the board, but this is going to kind of link into it. But I see what PlayStation is doing, and they were saying that they're making a lot of money, but they're losing money on the back end about something else. But that's something I'll come back to that probably in another episode. But if we get a PS5 Pro November this year, or even before November, I think the only reason they're pushing it, like really like saying, because it's confirmed, we're definitely gonna get one. I think the only reason they're kind of pushing it is because of Grand Theft Auto 6. And if they can cut a deal with Grand Theft Auto for like I'm sure they're gonna probably do it, like a bundle, PS5 Pro bundle. And if you can get the latest and the greatest console, it's gonna sell. It's gonna automatically sell. I can see them right now. If they manage to get a bundle with Grand Theft Auto 6, PS5 Pro, yo, it's gonna sell. Especially if they be like, you pre-order it in November and you'll get your copy of Grand Theft Auto 6, you know, something like that, or a custom-made Grand Theft Auto sticker or something on the PS5 Pro console. I don't know, but it's gonna sell. And I think if these guys manage to pull out some hardware that's gonna really push these games to the next level, I'm talking about graphics, I'm talking about, because first of all, let's dive into it. Since we're talking about power and graphics, we're gonna dive into it. That's what we do here on the show, you feel me? We just dive into these things. We're gonna dive into it. We elaborate on a lot of this stuff. The VRR mode. Sony, y'all need to situate that. When you're playing in the VRR mode, yes, your frame works and things is better, but for it's like the game mode, it sticks. It keeps it stuck in game mode. And when you do that, more like a warm brown vibe color is darker into the game, and it's a complete difference from like vivid to, you know. And VR, I love the frame rate situation, but you need to be able to give us these top tier frame rates without any extra stuff. Don't have us turn our TV to whatever special HDMI to give us 120 hertz. Let's not do that. We should be getting 4K 120 hertz all the way through. We're talking about PS5 Pro. All right, let's get that straightened out here. We're talking about PS5 Pro. Okay, we don't need no 30 frames per second game. We don't need to. No. If you coming out with this PS5 Pro, your hard drive need to be more than 2 terabytes, or at least 2 terabytes. Your graphic performance need to start off at 4K, fresh out the box. No 30 frames, 4K, 60K. We don't want no 1080p. We don't want no AI that's gonna re-render it and make 1080p look like 2K. No. Because if you're gonna give me, people need to say, wow, this is what PS6. This is what we may experience on PS6 when it dropped 2 years from now, prior to when the PlayStation 5 Pro come out. People need to be wowed, because when PS5 first came out, it was hard for everybody to get their hands on it. It gave us a wow moment, of course, because anytime we're getting these new gen consoles, it's fun. You feel me? People love to be wowed. And I think with the PS5 Pro, they need to come out with something that's going to wow the people. I know, shout out to the brother Hip Hop Gamer, I know he spoke about PS6 being the AI console, but we need some type of AI technology, something to give us a sneak peek at what's to come in the future. Because going over to my next topic of things I'm going to talk about, Xbox talking about their next gen consoles already. They're saying that their next gen hardware is going to be crazy. It's going to be something that you've never seen in technology or gaming history before. It's going to be very powerful, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be there. So if Xbox is already saying like, hey, y'all thought we was over with, and that's going to take me into more of my Xbox topics. We're going to go ahead and blend those two topics in, because we're going to kind of be going back and forth. But Xbox is basically like, yo, y'all thought we was gone because we had some announcements to make. So in this month of February, Xbox, before the announcements, everybody was like, was shooting all over the internet, X everywhere. Xbox is going to be a completely publisher, and a lot of their AAA title games, whatever's coming to PlayStation. That was like half true and not so true. So they finally came out, made an announcement, talked about some of the stuff on the business end, different things they want to do with games or whatever. Basically, they're just trying to open up the ecosystem of gaming. And a lot of their popular games, they're going to be sending it over here to the PlayStation players, letting them play it. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of opening the space up. Not necessarily, hey, Xbox is going out of business. Not necessarily, hey, Xbox is getting out of the console race. None of that. They're working on another console. We will be getting another Xbox. It may just be something like the Switch, something handheld. We're gonna elaborate. But pause that right there. They're working on some stuff. Even with Xbox Game Pass, that's going to continue to be a thing and get better and better through over time. And we won't be seeing Halo on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Because see, before they had the announcements, I was like, I was seeing a lot of this stuff. I'm like, man, I doubt if we see Halo on PlayStation. I don't know too many. Well, maybe so. But me personally, I don't want to see Halo on PlayStation. You feel me? We will be getting what's the game that's on Xbox right now, the beta? Skull and Bones. We'll be getting that, and we'll be getting a couple other Xbox games. I can't remember the other ones. I probably have it up here showing on the display later on, but we'll be getting a couple Xbox games, but not games like Halo, not those type of games. I'm sure we won't be getting Gears, none of that. But they announced a couple of stuff. They're working on something, and for the mere fact that they saying that, yo, listen, we working on something, it's gonna be nice, next gen gonna be dope. Listen, if they, I'm telling y'all, man, we already said this on an old episode. They need to partner with Microsoft with the HoloLens and find some kind of way to bring Connect back into the gaming space, but do it all from the handheld. That's where I think they can go with it. Yeah, from a handheld perspective, introduce Connect technology back, because to me, Connect was a really great technology. Really great technology for you to be able to play a game with no controller. That was something that, you know, we all kind of seen and was like, yo, it's coming. It's coming. We're gonna be able to not play, like, look at what the Wii has done. You feel me? So see Connect come on down the line and not play a game with no controller. I mean, to play a game with no controller. That was pretty cool. And if they can reintroduce something like that on top of with the HoloLens, fire. Yeah, that'll be something that'll be next gen and wow the people. You feel what I'm saying? We're going back to that wow moment. Let's talk about it also that's in the gaming space. Apple. Now, cool thing is you're able to play your PlayStation in this Apple, the Apple headset or whatever. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. A lot of people we got good and bad reviews about the Apple headset. You know, wait a minute, before I go into the Apple headset, before I go into it, so we got Xbox working on a handheld, possibly for their next gen. PS5 Pro coming out possibly mid this year or November. I would assume November this year. Nintendo next generation console is getting pushed back to 2025. I wonder why. And we got the Apple headset. Now, it's the first of its kind because we got Apple Arcade, you know, and this thing, you can still see the environment around you and still run multiple applications in this world, and you can play your games while you're in this digital world. So that's pretty freaking cool. I say all that to say, in the future of gaming and in these next generational hardware devices, and also on top of AI, man, which one you like? At some point, I think us as gamers, we're gonna want all of them. We're gonna want the Apple headset. We're gonna want the Apple headset, our Xbox controller right here, our PlayStation controller right here, our Nintendo joystick right here, and be able to pull up all of these games in this headset. Pull up all of these games in this headset. All right, I play Xbox over here for a little bit. Boom, pause. Boom, I play PlayStation over here for a little bit. Boom, pause. Boom, I play Nintendo over here. Boom, pause. I mean, we're going to want all of them. So when you see Xbox make a move like what they're doing, saying focus more on the publisher, and we're going to, you know, basically open up gaming for all of the gamers. Now I see. You feel me? You feel me? So it's an exciting time that we're living in the gaming space, man, because we have at our leisure so many great games to play. No matter where you are, on whatever platform, there's some great games to play. Steam Deck got the Power World or whatever, and all these other cool games on Steam Deck. And NVIDIA GeForce is doing this thing. You know, they're powered into a lot of the TVs and stuff. Cloud gaming. You know what I'm saying? Xbox, when you look at the three juggernauts, a lot of times we're talking here on the show, we mostly just be mentioning Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation. Great games to play on Nintendo. I seen Yoshi World on Nintendo. I was like, yo, bro, this is actually probably fun. Yoshi got his own game now. We come from the 90 gamers. We come from a world of, you know what I'm saying, it was just Mario and Donkey Kong. Luigi got his shot coming on in the gate. Peach got her shot coming on in the gate. Now Yoshi got his own game, yo, and it looks fun. Like, so it's so many great games to play, you feel me, on each one of these consoles. Then when you look at it from the movie and the TV show's perspective, Halo, the TV show, looks pretty incredible. So when for all my Xbox fans that's loving Halo and loving all the other great games that Xbox got to offer, we can go over here and watch our great Xbox TV show. Listen, man, it's a great time to be alive in gaming, man, and just all of this stuff that's going on, you feel me? Mario, the movie, done an amazing job still selling. I actually watched that movie twice and enjoyed it twice. Pretty freaking cool, and I can't wait to see what they do with the next one. You know what I'm saying? I'm really excited about what Uncharted did. We possibly would begin another Uncharted movie. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this God of War that they're working on. You know, the Forbidden West TV show or whatever, that's in the works. You know, so even when you coming out of these gaming worlds, we're still able to take the love for these games and experience them in another type of way from the gaming and the movie perspective. And I really enjoy that, and I just had to kind of dive into that and make all of these different synopsis about it for appreciation and gratitude for gaming, you feel me? So moving on, talking about this real fast. A lot of people talk about the Apple headset. Some of the people took back the Apple headset because they feel that, you know, it's too big, too bulky. Sometimes not too much of hurting their eyes, but too big and bulky. And some other people, you know, keeping it and really just walking in their everyday life like it's regular glasses. Check this out. The Ray-Bans. The Meta Ray-Bans, let's call them the Facebook Ray-Bans. The Meta Ray-Bans, those things are really cool and on the next level. Now, I really do think that if Apple can pull something off in that fashion, not so big, not so bulky, not so expensive, man, we're in a different, that'll be much better. Because walking around with those things, you look crazy. Be honest, you look crazy. But walking around with the Ray-Bans looks normal. And you can still, you know, boop, take a picture, or you can't do all the stuff you can in Apple headset or whatever. True, but it's just pretty cool to, you know, you can have something, a comfortable fit, and you can still kind of interact with the internet through your eyes. So that's pretty neat to see. But, you know, this is the first of its kind, you feel me? So I wouldn't just give up on Apple just yet. It is a very important technology that we have, and for the fact that we're able to do all of these things in this virtual OS space or whatever is incredible, you know. So I can't wait to see what version 2 looks like. I just really hope that they capitalize off their mistakes and hurry up and make those corrections, because, man, I'm telling you, if Microsoft go ahead and pull the plug on this HoloLens and introduce it on the level of how we got the Apple headset, man, I don't want to say it's over with, but the king just walked into the building. Of course, we have Meta headset, and I like what Mark Zuckerberg did when he reviewed the Apple headset or whatever. You know, I want to have he got his hands on the Microsoft HoloLens, you know. So to see all these things in this technology space is a beautiful thing to see, because y'all know technology and gaming like coincide with each other, you know, and it's just a mixed, twisty world. Moving on to my next topic, man, I get lost in talking about VR and AR. I sit here and think about, what if they can do this? So I'm thinking about those Ray-Bans, man. Like, really, we need something comfortable for our eyes to. And think about it. regular glasses, not just take pictures, but we can like still do stuff like what the Apple headset do, but much more comfortable. Man, listen, they're gonna call me Iron Man everywhere I go. Hey, there's Iron Man. Moving on, talking about this place. Nintendo next gen pushed back to 2025. I wonder why. Well, it's the thing. This is my synopsis on this. So we got NVIDIA got these new AI chips. NVIDIA, that's a whole nother conversation and another story for another podcast. These guys are blowing through money right now in the financial markets or whatnot. They're an incredible company, booming in the financial markets right now. But they got these amazing AI chips, basically the leaders in the AI space. And we got AMD next up. And of course we got Intel. So this will also take me into my other topic a little bit later on too. The reason I bring them up talking about Nintendo, why would Nintendo push their console back? The question is, who's gonna be using what chips? That's my question for Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. What chips are y'all gonna be using? That's the question. So whoever use, like, so if we get all three consoles, let's just say Nintendo go with NVIDIA. Let's just say PlayStation go with AMD. Let's just say the next Xbox go with Intel. And I'll tell you why I say Intel later on. Nintendo go with NVIDIA. And NVIDIA, this specialized gaming chip for Nintendo, do a lot of cool things with AI also. So maybe they pushed it back to kind of, sort the hardware out. I'm hoping. This is just my synopsis or my hypothesis or my whole breakdown theory of it. PlayStation go with AMD. Of course, because PlayStation got an amazing relationship with AMD. And look at what the PS5 is running on AMD. You feel me? PS4, AMD. You feel me? They've done an amazing job with all of the consoles, AMD. Xbox. So, my next topic. Xbox and Intel strikes a custom chip deal. Let's read that again. Microsoft and Intel strikes a custom chip deal. What kind of chips, you say? We'll probably bring the article up here. Actually, I want to read through it. Let me see. So can I bring it up for y'all so we can kind of read through it together. So this is the thing. If they come out with a chip with Intel, here we go. Microsoft strikes Microsoft and Intel. Let's see. Can we bring this up? 1 second, y'all. Because I gotta let my digital people see what we rocking with here. Let's see. Can we bring this up? Okay, wait. 1 second. Don't know if we can bring it up. Damn it. This is not working. Alright, y'all. I don't know if I'm able to bring it up. Let me see. There we go. Here we go. So, let's take my face off for a second. And this will be worth $15 billion. Basically, Microsoft and Intel strikes a custom chip deal that will bring in billions into producing custom chips generated by Microsoft for Microsoft. As part of the deal, Intel say it will be worth more than $15 billion. That's a lot of money, Jack. Now, my thing is, if it's designed by Microsoft for Microsoft, what, your Surface? What, your other PC deals that you got with your other partners like Dell, HP, what, those guys? Possibly. Or could we get an actual custom Microsoft chip going into the next Xbox console? It wouldn't be a bad idea. And I'm not sitting up here saying that, they getting a custom chip, they got to partner with Intel. No, it actually would be a smart idea because everything is done in-house. And if these guys is saying that, our next generation console is going to blow the technology out the water, how you think they're going to blow the technology out the water? Because if y'all using the same chip, what makes y'all console much more different than all the other consoles? Now, we notice the difference that we got here now with all these consoles and all the other last generation, of course. But think about it for a second. If these guys partner with Intel needs some help because Intel dead in the water. AMD and NVIDIA and the kind of just took ship. But if these guys partner with Intel, basically for their knowledge and expertise or whatever else, bring them along. But it's really Microsoft. You see what it said, designed by Microsoft for Microsoft. So if these guys is working on a special Microsoft chip for the Xbox console, that would actually be exciting to see. So that's just something I thought about when I read it. I was like, what if this could be going in the next Xbox console? So I'm excited to see what chip and what partnership, what's going on with the chips and the GPUs, the CPUs, the APU, what's going on with a lot of this stuff, these chips and stuff. You feel me? Who they gonna go with and who they gonna partner with. So that, I was excited to read about that. I wanted to come in here and kind of break that down. Like, okay, we got the three juggernauts on the table here. Which one? Who picking who? You know what I'm saying? For the next year or for this year? Well, for next year, because now we know Nintendo's pushed back to next year. Xbox will probably get more announcements later on, probably the end of this year. And we're getting the PlayStation 5 Pro. But the thing is, again, going back to the PS5 Pro, you need to wow us. You need to wow us. You don't need to give us a console that's going to look and play just like the PS5s. We understand we got the slim model and all that. Cool. Now, I will say, when the PS5 Pro came out, I wouldn't say it's a wow us moment, but it actually was a better PlayStation. It was a better PlayStation. I got the Pro, and I got the old PS4. The back, but not the slim one, the backbone one that sound like a jet engine running in it. And the graphics compared to it, the base system compared to the Pro, completely different. So if we can get something as powerful like that, blow PS5 out the water, that's a glimpse into what the PS6 can possibly be. So I'm all here for it. I'm waiting for it. Come on. Show me, let me know what chip y'all going with, because that's going to give me an idea of your graphics and what you're going to be doing in the future. So, I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that. Talking more about Sony. Sony is testing out the PlayStation VR 2 for compatibility for PCs. Now, for all my modders out there, I'm pretty sure it's some modders out there that are already modded and hacked these things to get them to work with different PC games and all this other cool stuff. I'm pretty sure that's already been done. But to hear this be more of a official statement, it's like, okay, so now we're going to start seeing possibly a lot of VR games that's on PC possibly coming on down to PSVR 2. That's a good thing, great thing for Sony and for the VR 2. So can't wait to see what they do with that. Also, I want to speak about this a little bit. You can now sign into your PlayStation account without a password. Sony is adding the passkey feature support. So basically what that is when you sign into your phone, like fingerprint, Face ID, different things like that, those are what you call like different passkeys or whatever. So you won't have to sign into your PlayStation. You just do it with the fingerprint or do a Face ID or whatever. I'm thinking if you have a PlayStation camera, that's how the Face ID situation will work. The fingerprint will probably just work through the PlayStation app. I'm sure that's probably how they're gonna do that. But it's pretty cool to see, them integrate new features and stuff like that into it. And one more other thing I wanted to talk about here was this AI Sora video thing. This is incredible, because if AI is able to give us a video that looks like this, man, listen. When I first seen this immediately, I was like, yo, I was blown away, because I'm thinking about different gaming scenes you can make from this. I'm thinking of, bro, this looks like something out of a video game. Then I got to thinking about, oh, this can actually make making video games easier. Then I immediately thought about The Witchers. How many endings does The Witcher have? Then I thought about Baldur's Gate. How many endings and different things that it has. Man, so much world, so many worlds and different animation and things you can do with AI. And when you integrate that with the gaming space, it's like, bro, we're gonna be playing these certain one game. We're probably gonna be playing this one game for so long. This one game for so long, because AI is gonna be integrated in the game to a point to where it's gonna keep us entertained, and it's gonna really change things up. And like I told y'all on previous episodes, deliver a special experience for all gamers. So let's say if I'm playing a game and Joe Blow over here is playing a game, we got the same game, but we're both getting a different experience on the game because of the smartness and the new updated technology of AI. So I'm just thinking about AI integrating in the gaming world, and what this can mean and what it's going to do for the future of gaming. It's going to be incredible, man, because if we're able to do this just off some words and keep on building upon it, imagine what you seen what NVIDIA did when they had this gaming cutscene where they was in the shop talking or whatever. Incredible. So, man, it's a lot of things. Like, wherever you go, it's gonna be a great place to play. You feel what I'm saying? So, Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, PC, cloud, mobile, wherever you go, VR, AR, wherever you go, it's a great place to be in gaming. You feel me? It was something else I wanted to come here. Let me scan my board for a second. I think I pretty much touched on everything I kind of wanted to really elaborate on. Yeah, I did. But man, I'm thinking about the different things that you can do. Like, yo, it's gonna be crazy, man. I want to try to pull the video up so I can show it to all my video viewers here. But I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to get no copyrights or anything. You feel me? So we ain't gonna do that. Oh, so let's talk about this real fast. So Xbox has confirmed that the 4 exclusive Xbox titles will be coming to other platforms. Yeah. So Hi-Fi Rush was one. The Sea of Thieves. And a couple. See, these games I ain't too much really care about. You feel me? And the Grounded, I ain't really care too much about a lot of these games that possibly is coming to PlayStation. You know, I was like, I don't really care. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We got Xbox Game Pass activated at any moment we need to. You feel me? It's there, so we ain't tripping. But yeah. But again, I can't see playing Halo on Xbox, just like I can't see playing God of War on Xbox. You know, I'm fine. I'd rather play it on PlayStation. I don't know. It's just me. But again, it's great games on all of them. Why not just try all of them? You know, so. But I like what Xbox is doing, man. Opening up the space. You feel me? That's great to see. Oh yeah, that's something else. Microsoft is also reporting developing network cards for servers or whatnot. That's pretty cool too. So we see Xbox in the space of developing chips and doing different chips and stuff with AI also. So that was pretty exciting to always read about and see too. Oh, this is something else too. See, it's a lot of stuff I kind of wanted to come here and cover, but it's through time, man. Borderlands, the first film. I haven't seen the trailer for this yet, but that picture looks good. You know, that picture look really good. Oh, and somebody hacked the PlayStation Portal to run PSP games. Oh, and that's what was missing on my board. Let's talk about this for a quick little second. Rumors that PlayStation is working on a handheld, another PSP type situation. And what we have with the PlayStation Portal, PlayStation, man, y'all really need to holler at your boy. Y'all really need to holler at your boy. We're going to speak things into existence. We're a big believer of that. So we speaking into existence that PlayStation going to reach out to us and be like, hey, yo, Mastermind, we want to send you all of this stuff, test this stuff out. Since you told us, well, you already testing out our software, we might as well let you test out the hardware. Send me all of your hardware and let me test it out, PlayStation. Because if y'all gonna make a handheld, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna need to do to make the handheld better, and what you're gonna need to do to wow us PlayStation fans and gamers. Cause listen, this PlayStation Portal, it ain't it, shawty. It ain't it. So if you give us anything close to this, then what you need to do. Listen, first of all, cloud gaming. We already know you're gonna focus on cloud. You're gonna do your thing with cross-compatible with all your other PlayStation games, libraries. I hope. AI integrated. We know PS6 gonna be a AI console. Cool. Integrate that same AI-ness into your handheld. Blockchain technology. Important key factor for the future, and not just for your company, but for us gamers. Because if you integrate this blockchain technology, and for us gamers to get paid off of the things we create and buy and sell, have these ecosystems and things running on the blockchain, custom networks, or however you want to do it, you go through the gibberella for all that. We understand it, but give the gamers an opportunity to capitalize off of their value and the things that they bring to the gaming space. We're going to elaborate a little bit more into that. Let's say we got this great game on exclusive title on the PlayStation handheld, and in this game, gamers create their crafts or whatever, they create something. Boom, we're able to mint it on the PlayStation blockchain or whatever you call it, or we're able to buy and sell items that other gamers create, like a marketplace. We buy and sell items, skins, and whatever we need in this game. And if we're done playing the game forever, whatever, close down our shops or whatever, take this money and turn it into other digital currencies or fiat money, if we need to. Give us that, because we're going to spend the money to play the game anyway, to buy the game. And it's just a lot of little things that need to be figured out. I think it can be figured out, but if you lay these things into the fundamentals into gaming from the start on major platforms like this, it'll change gaming, man, and it'll change it at a rapid pace. And I really think that it's coming down the pipeline, but these are just some things that I'm just like, yo, I see this happening and we can do it. Like I said, it's a lot of kinks and stuff need to be worked out. Things probably need to be figured out or whatever, but I think we can do it. That's that. Bring that. Backwards capability will be key for your handheld device, of course. And give us more multiplayer. Give us that multiplayer experience the same way. What I mean by that, Nintendo. You seen how when the Switch first came out, they had, people playing the Switch. They were sitting at the park playing the Switch against each other. You remember when they first showed 2K and you had about 4 people sitting around the Switch, these two Switch, and they're playing, their own teams, these community type vibes, couch co-op vibes. Give us that with the handheld. The people are going to fall in love with your console. Because when we fall in love with your handheld, that's going to make everyone go home and play on their consoles and play with their friends online like we're going to already do anyway. But we're going to bring the friends that we just came from the park playing with our handhelds. We're going to bring them also inside, and we're going to play on our consoles. I just think that we need to get back to a couch co-op multiplayer. Nintendo don't need to be the only space that give us that. You don't have to play a game online with your friends to have fun. And if you're playing this game offline with your friends, it's not a hassle. It's not like it, because playing your games with local friends. Not everyone has local friends. I'm an online person, but again, I'm a gamer first. So I gotta stand up for all gamers. There's local gamers, online gamers, offline gamers. You feel what I'm saying? Future beta test gamers. I'm standing up for all of them. We need a local based gaming couch co-op vibe other than Nintendo. We have these games on Xbox and PlayStation, but it's not so well known like Nintendo. And I think if PlayStation don't change the things. What's the old saying? Don't fix what's not broken. However the old saying goes, whatever. But keep the things as working, but really dive into the innovation of the technology and reaching out into the ecosystem of your PlayStation fan base and ecosystem that you already have. Give us that, reach into the ecosystem and allow us to just give us that couch co-op vibe and don't make it so difficult. It's so difficult to play a local couch co-op game on PlayStation, because if someone else don't have a PlayStation account, you got to sign into the guests, and sometimes the guests be acting weird. And if you're not on the internet, it's a whole, if you don't have a PlayStation Plus account, it's a whole thing, bruh. And it's like, wow, this has never been that hard back in the day. And I hate that. And I feel like the only console that gives me the best couch co-op experience is Nintendo. And that sucks. So I think that this handheld that they may be working on, again, push it to the limit. Give us what you got. Don't come out the gate shooting with half of, just push it to the limit. Like I said, this PlayStation Portal could have been a great concept. Great concept for the people that, has family, can't play the game on the TV when their partner or kid want to watch TV. Great concept, I understand it. But, and some people are saying that, hey, you can play it off away from your Wi-Fi. Our PlayStation is not coming out saying that. It's technically not for that. Give us something with that great of a concept, innovation, and all the other stuff that you can add on to it to make it a better hardware and a better software experience. So that's my whole spiel on PlayStation handheld situation if they do drop one. But I need my hands on this PlayStation Portal. I need my hands on this PlayStation headset with the 3D audio. You feel me? Let's make it happen, Sony. Holla at your boy, man. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man. Even if y'all don't, or if you do, you feel me? We playing on a Sony television, you feel me? So everything I do is Sony around here from the get-go. So you feel me? So hey, Sony, tap in, we here, baby. But that's all we got for y'all, man. We just kind of wanted to come in here and talk about it. We're gonna play Last of Us. We're gonna play one game of Last of Us 2. You feel me? I love this new mode, man. I love this new mode, No Return. But be sure to follow your boy on YouTube, Mastermind RGTV. Now it's called to the Real Gamer Network, because some people saying, man, I type in Real Gamer Network on YouTube, it don't come up. We'll type in Mastermind RGTV and it comes right up. When you're trying to edit the names and change the names of URL and all that stuff, they finally allow me to change it. And the original name is supposed to be in Real Gamer Network. You feel me? So with that now, it's showing up for some people it's not. But that's why I'm always announcing both names. But also be sure to follow me on all social media. Master23Mind, right here at the bottom for all my video viewers. Y'all see it. Subscribe. You feel me? Turn that like on Twitch and on YouTube also, man. the likes and the bells. You feel me? Twitch, Master 23 Man. Also, you feel me? We're finna go play some Last of Us 2. Enjoy ourselves there. RGTV, the classic shows, Real Gamer on all podcast platforms, Amazon, Apple, Spotify. Hey, hold on, Spotify. What y'all doing, man? Spotify, let's talk about Spotify before we get out of here, man. Listen, Spotify done quietly closed Anchor out. Anchors, and they just bought them out, closed them, and gone about your business. Because we can't regularly record audio on the Spotify site anymore. They take us to Riverside. Riverside is now kind of doing what Anchor was doing with Spotify. It's so weird with these companies, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You feel me? They should have kept Anchor, man. Anchor was more for the people, I feel. Big guys, Spotify came in and bought them out, and they said they was gonna be around for a little bit. Spotify said nope, sipped them out. You can't record now on the sites because now we own everything. So it's crazy what these companies do, man. But hey, podcast is there on Spotify also. Shout out to Spotify. We here, we there, we everywhere, baby. Real gamer. Peace. Game on, y'all. Love is love.